welcome to another transformation video. This is going to be for the FansToys FT-61 Scourge and also Quarrel there. It is a little Targetmaster. So actually first what I'm going to do is Targetmaster, so robot to gun to back to robot, and then we'll do Inquisitor from robot to alt node back to robot. So just putting Inquisitor off to the side here for now. We're going to look at, Quarrel here. This is pretty straightforward. Our transformation, just take the shoulders here, move those up and bring it down like that, and those little tabs right here will go into the little slots right there, like so. If it will cooperate. Same thing on this side, bring that up and then bring it down this hinge and tab that in right there. Now down here, what you want to do is at the bottom of the feet, you want to take these bits out right here, bring them out like that, and then rotate them like so. Then bring them down like that, and then same thing on this side. Bring this out of the foot, like so, rotate it around and bring it back like this, like so. And then down here at the shins, what you want to do is bring these out like this. Here, and then go ahead and bring this back so you have room to get in here, untab with this bit from the legs, so you can go ahead and bring these around, bring the legs around on this hinge right here. And these right here, you see these little tabs are going to go into little slots right here along the shoulder. Just going to bring those up and in, and hopefully it will all line up and make sure it's all tabbed into place like that. And then this right here to bring the barrel back down. This thing will come in right here and lock into place to lock the barrel into place. And there you go. And that's the gun mode right there. And of course, going back is pretty much the same thing. Just take this piece right here, unfold that, and bring that out like that, just get out of the way. Untab the legs from the shoulder line, like that. Bring them down, and bring them down on this piece right here. Bring that, fold that all the way in, around, and then latch it back into place, and it'll click into place like that. And then you bring this back down. And then here at the front, just go ahead and take these pieces and fold them back in the shins, like that. Right here, we're gonna take these. Rotate those down, rotate it on this hinge, and fold it into the foot like that. And same thing. Rotate that down, rotate this around at the hinge, and then fold in the foot. And then up here at the shoulders, go ahead and of course untab those and bring those out, and then bring it down on that hinge. Same thing, untab, bring it out right there, and bring it down on that hinge, and there you go. There's the robot mode. As for Inquisitor himself, his transformation is actually not that bad, except for two big things, which unfortunately those two big things are going to be hanging all over the place. So to start off, right here, down here, and the crotch, yeah, right here, you want it in between the legs, this piece, this panel right here, you want to untab that, like so. Like so, I said. Oh, tab in real good this time, I swear. And, come on. Come on, there we go. Untab that right there, bring that down. And then back side here, do this, you unpeg that, bring that up, and then take these two pieces right here. These will come down towards the center like so, and then this will repeg. See, there's a new set of holes. Just bring that in, peg that over, and then bring this and tab that back in between the legs, and there you go. Now they're ready for alt mode. So here, each leg, what you want to do here is this bit right here. See this? You want to go ahead and get the leg untabbed from this front panel right here. So it'll slide back a bit. Right there, see it slides back. Then you rotate it out right here on this swivel, and then slide it outward like that. Now it's in position for alt mode. Now down here, what you want to do is then take this thing right here. You want to untab that right there, and then open that up. Open up the lower leg like so. Foot you want to go ahead and bring out on this hinge like this, so you can unfold this piece. You might have to also unfold this just to get out of the way and everything. Just get that out and around like that. Now right here at the foot, what you want to do is fold up the toe right there. Unfold this piece right here, just fold that out, fold this out like so. Take this, untab this toe, the toe bit from right here, then rotate it and bring it up and around like this, and then take the whole foot and then rotate it around 180 like that. and leave it like that for now. Now up here, what you want to do is take this piece and fold that in like that. Yeah, actually bring this out a little bit, fold it in like that so it's flat like this. And then part way down, before you start, you completely collapse it. You want to take these pieces right here. This, you want to untab this right here. You see that? You can untab that and then fold it and push it in. It's on a double hinge. You want to push it forward like that, so it's just like that. So you can kind of see the slot is now partially exposed. And yeah, same thing on this side. Of course, you can't really see it very well because of this thing, but yeah, same thing on this side. This piece right here will also come forward. Untab that and then push it forward on the double hinge it's on, so it looks like that. Then you want to go ahead and collapse it into the leg like so. You take the foot here, and you want to collapse this into the leg, and mind the toe piece. Collapse that into the leg, and then close this back up and make sure it completely closes up. Right here, down here too. Make sure it completely closes up, and then you can close that up right. Push that in. There you go. And then right here, you want to then go ahead and take this hinge and push this in. Push that in right here, and then this will that will fill in that little gap right there. And that's one leg pretty much done. Next side is pretty much all the same thing, just mirrored. So now you, of course, you untab at the thigh here from the front thigh panel. You want to untab that, which this leg on mine is very annoying. This one does not like to come untabbed, to say the least. There we go. Yeah, untab that, rotate it out, and then rotate outward like this, and then slide it outward like that. Come down here, untab that, and then open it up. Hopefully it actually opens and not like mine where it gets stuck really easily. Open that up like that, and then bring the foot forward. Bring this all out, just get it out of the way. Then here at the foot again, fold in the toe, unfold this panel right here, untab the toe, rotate this around, and then fold it up right here, like that. So it looks like that. Now, here what you want to do is you'll bring this out like so, fold this up, bring it out on this thing. Again, untab this panel and move forward, tab that panel, and then move it forward on the double hinge, collapse it all the way into the leg, collapse the foot into the leg. Wait, before you do that, of course, actually rotate it around, then collapse the foot in the leg like there. Then close this all up, like so. Close it up, close that up. And then right here, you go ahead and push this panel in to fill in that gap like that. Then once you got all that squared away, go ahead and bring these together. There's tabs and slots right here on the foot. You just go ahead and tab those together like that, and make sure it's all squared away, and there you go. Now these bits right here, what you want to do is go ahead and unfold this panel. It's gonna kind of tab into itself like that, and then unfold this panel right here like that. Same thing on this side. Bring this panel up and kind of tab it into itself, and then like unfold that and kind of leave them hanging out for now like this, and we'll come back to that stuff later. Now up here, this is where things get tricky. Is up at the upper body is a little tricky just because, like, yeah, it doesn't like to cooperate. So if it didn't undo itself already, you'll untab this right here, and this will just kind of, you'll unfold all this backpack, right? You'll unfold all of this and unfold all that right there, right? You also want to unfold this and fold that out, and unfold this piece and fold that out. And right here, what you want to do is untab these right here like that, which will let you then also untab this, and these will come out like this. And you want to go ahead and, yeah, get this unfolded like this, bring it around like so, like that, and bring this around and out around like that. You're going to kind of want to leave them kind of like this. You're not going to tab it in all together yet, so just kind of leave that kind of loose right now. And that's kind of the problem. You have to leave that all loose if you want to get anywhere. So what you want to do here next is, well, getting some of this stuff untabbed. So So what you want to do here is underneath the arm, you want to move that, and also, well, this doesn't do itself. And this little tiny thing right here, you want to move that back, and then I use the arm a little bit. I push up on the shoulder a little bit, so this kind of gets this panel a little loosened, so I can get in here and get this panel out, up and out like that. And now that this is out open, you can kind of then get that ready to go. They have to get that part ready to go because the next part's going to be fun. Yeah, and then this panel right here, again, same thing. Move this panel out of the way. Move this panel out of the way. Right there. And then I use the shoulder hinge to push this up a little bit so I can get in there and get up the rest of the way like that. And that right here, on this side, this little armature this backpack's on will come loose. That is intentional, don't worry, that is not broken. So then you can get this out of the way, because you're gonna get this out of the way. Try to get not caught in too much stuff in the process. Get this out of the way like that, because then you're gonna come here and untab the whole collar and head. You're gonna untab that from the torso, like so. You're gonna untab that from the torso, and back here, this is gonna unfold and extend out. You want to slide it out right here and bring it out and all that stuff and get that out of the, basically get out all that. And that's going to be flopping around now. Yeah, I know. So then at the torso here, what you want here is this right here. There's a panel right here underneath the arm. You fold this down right here all the way, and then you push it in like that. And this lets you bring the arm down. There's a little armature, see, there's a little armature that lets you bring it down and bring it down up into there. Close that panel up, and it's just kind of sit right there and make sure that, you know, fists are all balled up and everything like that, and just kind of sitting like this. Same thing on this side. Fold this down, push that in, and then bring the arm down out on this armature and bring it back in. It's going to be sitting a particular way so it's all nice and squared off, and then fold that back in. Now, before you reattach this part, what you want to do is... No, actually, no, this is a good time to do it. Which is, yeah, go ahead and bring this back in and line this up right there, and then bring this through, tab that in right there, and go ahead and bring this up and close that up, close this up, and close this up. On mine, this one's also super loose, so, you know, it doesn't stay tabbed. Now this right here, what you want to do here is push on this right there, push that forward, and that will help, you know, push this chest piece out. Go ahead and bring that up so that it's, you know, nice and flat, and then, yeah, make sure it's pushed all the way forward as much as you can, and then push these down into the body cavity right there, these little panels right here. Then you can bring this up, and then just use this slider joint and slide it forward like this, so it's sitting like that. So now you can take this whole assembly finally and bring it around, and it's gonna sit, and make sure this part right here rotates like this. This is gonna sit over top like this, like so. And go ahead and rotate this piece around right here at this swivel right there. And it's gonna sit like this, and you're gonna go ahead and start bringing this down, and this is gonna tab into itself, hopefully, and yeah. Hopefully nothing gets too out of the way, because this is parts of a little annoying. Yeah, get that all that squared away. Now, this part right here, there's a little thing right here. There's a hinge right here. You want to make sure it's on this hinge right there, and just kind of make sure it's up and out of the way, because, of course, this arm's sitting in the right spot. This up and out of the way, so this can fold inward like this. Right here, this has got to go underneath this thing as well, so just make sure to bring them in on that double hinge right there. This can come over top. See, this can come over top and kind of like that. You see, so, and make sure to tab it in and tab it in, all that stuff. And these can come fold around, and these will tab in right there. Like so, make sure it's all squeezed down like that. And give it all a good, nice, good squeeze to get it all in place. Then these can come forward if, well, kind of, yeah, these can come forward right here, and make sure they can go underneath like that. You see, they kind of sit like that on this side too. Of course, this came undone. Yeah, of course the arm got all weird. No wonder it's not wanting to sit properly. Yeah, then this can come forward and kind of sit like that. I'm going to sit it down like this because it'll make this part a little bit easier for me. Now, this bit. Okay, so right here, what you want to do is, okay, these parts right here, you want to bring these, you know, make sure these are at an angle. So these bits right here, these two little panels right here are going to go underneath these bits. Going to go underneath all this stuff. Right? It's going to go underneath that. Yeah, so he needs to go underneath, if you can see. He needs to go underneath this, and then you can bring these, you know, make sure these are up. Bring these around underneath the head parts. And these are going to come together underneath and tab together like so. Like that. Now with the head here, what you want to do is you want to bring this up, and this right here, there's a little, this gray bit's on a slider. There's little tabs on the side here. You can bring these up and then bring this forward, and this will tab in right there. Now this we want to do is undo this panel like this, and bring this out. Bring that out right here, and bring this out like this. Then right here, this, it will slide this back like this, rotate this whole thing around, and then slide it back forward like this, and then you can bring this the rest of the way down and bring this up and close this up like this, and hey look, it's a little middle thruster. Yeah, now the head's gonna come, this is all gonna come down, and these tabs right here are gonna go in these slots right there, as well as you can see there's a slider here. You just slide that down like that, and this is gonna, it's all done. Also, by the way, yeah, I can see I got the head caught up. Yeah, make sure to not do that. Make sure the head is sitting nice and straight with all this stuff. You do not want the head at an angle. See, so it's the head sitting like that, so you can see right there. See the head sitting like that? Yeah. Push that all down like that, and there you go. Now, before you do the finalized push in, right here, there's some panels inside these flaps, which you want to rotate these out like so and like so. And they will also tab together, so bring them up at the same time and they'll tab together like this. And this right here, there's little panels right here, which you go ahead and bring these out as well. And then you, kind of supporting this part, you want to go ahead and take this head piece, and there's these, see these little tabs right here? These will go behind this piece right here, like that. This is all kind of one unit. And see, there's multiple hinges here. This is going to come down, and this is going to go over a tab, and this is going to go tab in, and it's going to be all at once. You're basically tabbing in a lot of things all at once. So you have to bring this down. You have to bring this down, and you also want to use I've found that use these hinges a bit as well. You want to make sure to try to get the clearance. You want to bring this down. Clearance is going to be a little tricky sometimes. Yeah, so bring those down, and right here what you want to do is get these under here. I like to use these hinges to my advantage. I just kind of use these hinges to, you know, fold these hinges a little bit so these tabs can slide in underneath a little easier. Yeah, see, just slid underneath and then bring it down the rest of the way. Yeah, same thing. Use this hinge, just kind of fold it down and bring it underneath, and then push it down right here. Oop, and of course this folded away, but yeah. And then you start going ahead and tabbing this all together. You can see there's a whole line of tabs and slots here. This all tabs together like so. If it all lines up properly, it will tab together nicely. See if it all lines up properly. There we go. Let's all do all that. And same thing on this side. Do the same thing. Get it all together. Of course, this just slightly misaligned because there's also a tab right here as well, because got to make things complicated. And get these. Oh yeah, get this all tabbed in. Get that all tabbed in right there, and then back here, there's a couple more tabs. Just push those in right there. And make sure, you know, all's over. Give it a good squeeze all over the place, and make sure it's all nice tabbed together. And there you go. There's his goofy little space boat mode all done. Pretty much. Yeah, a bit of an ordeal, mostly because multiple things are just kind of flapping together. The last bit where they all tab together, and then you have to tab like a billion things together all at once, pretty much. But it's not too difficult once you kind of figure out some of these little tricks. Now, as for the weird alternate mode, that is just, you know, untab the back here again. Yeah, kind of bring it up enough. Get these out of the way. Yeah, get these out of the way for a bit. Just get those out of the way. So you can then bring this up like this, then slide this back, open this up right here. Yeah, open this up. It's actually easiest if you just kind of push this up. This will help open that up, and then bring this up and close that up and do that. And then bring this up, rotate this around, push it back forward, and then kind of bring it back down like this. You know, slide it back down. And I like to just bring these up personally. It just makes it a little cleaner. I feel if you bring these back up and tab them back together, makes it look slightly cleaner, because it's just not going to look good back here no matter what you do. And then re-tab everything back together. You know, get it all back together back here. And tab it back together back here too. And then get all that squeezed back together, and there's your alternate mode as a whole. This kind of, you know, things are kind of filled in a little bit, but I don't think that's official. I think they want you to leave these folded away, but I don't like to do that. But there you go. That's the best you can do with that. It's even cool. It takes the space boat and makes it even sillier looking. So there you go on that. So going back to robot mode. Well, we already got a chunk of it done at least. So yeah, again, untabbing all that again. Untabbing all that and bring it all forward. And again, with this, I use these hinges to my advantage to kind of get these, you know, untabbed from right there. And again, use the hinges to untab that right there. And bring this all forward. Yeah, get this all right here. This is very stubborn. There you go. Bring that all forward like that. And then right here, fold these panels away. Untab those panels and fold those away. Like so. And then untab these panels from each other like that. And then you can bring forward like that, and you can get this all the way like that. Right here, this thing, well, pretty much just the rest of the way, just untab that, push that down, bring this up, bring this down like that, and it's going to kind of be like that for a while. All right, this right here, well, you just kind of have to, well, untab that so that you can come down here on the bottom, untab that, open those up like so, and then bring these out on these double hinges, untab them, bring them out on these double hinges. Get this out of the way again, yeah, untab these and bring these out on these double hinges like that. And you go ahead and take these and bring these down and out of the way for now. Just get those out of the way. Now up here, make sure to untab all this and then rotate this around on this right there. And then down here you can see, yeah, this comes back and around like this, and just, again, you have that big old mess of panels and crap. Just right back there. So, down here on the torso, again, you're gonna have to, what you want to do here is you want to bring this, you know, slide this back, move it around, make sure it's pushed all the way forward on this hinge, so you can then go ahead and take these panels right here, and just bring those up, and bring those up. And you go ahead and just line this up and slide it forward and in, and there you go. That's all nice and good. And again, on these bits, what you want to do is I'll untab that and bring this up like so. Untab this and bring this up, and then this will come undone like that. We're not going to quite put the head in yet because we have to do these bits first. So you gotta take this bit and open that up right there, and bring the arm up. Make sure it goes all the way into like that, and then down here you can see. I'm going to go ahead and bring this up now. Yeah. Now, right here you can see there's a little tab right here, which is there, so you can get your fingernail on that, and then bring this out all the way, and then hold that in place so you can get this part up like that, and then you can go ahead and close this up right there. And same thing on this side. Oh boy, this is a mess. Get this out of the way. Yeah, on this side again, open that up, get the arm up in position like that, kind of push it and it's going to click into place. Then again, use this tab to bring this out like so, and then hold that in place while you get that all up in the right spot, and then you close that up. Close that up, I said. There we go, close that up. Now, up here, make sure to get this out of the way, so you can then take the head panels, you want to bring that up, bring it up on that panel, bring it down on this panel. This will kind of, you can see this will, there's little tabs here which will go into these slots right there. Bring this up on this panel right there. And this right here, the collar, get these a little bit closed up so they're out of the way. There's tabs right here, and this, the collar piece will tab into those. This is supposed to, like that, and you can bring those all the way up, and then you can bring this back around. Make sure it's like this, yeah. And make sure it's facing like this too. Bring this back around, and then this will, you know, slide. This will slide into this little spot, hopefully, and not fight you. And then this will come close that up into thing like that. Oh, missed. That's the first time I've done that. There you go. Oh, that's what's the problem. Okay, bring that forward. Like, see, slide that up, and then close that over like that. That will lock into place, and then you can take this panel and move it up and close that up like there, and then bring this down. This will go over the shoulder as well. You see, yeah, if the shoulder is in position, they will go over the shoulder bit, and then close that panel up right there, and then you can bring the arms down, and there's that part done. And then with the backpack here, you can go ahead and get that all fixed up. So this right here, what you want to do is, yeah, this right here, this big old peg will go into this hole right there. And right here, get these sorted out. Okay, now these bits right here, what you want to do here is fold these in, fold those in, and also, let's see, here we go. Get these folded up like, yeah, here we go. Bring these, see these, bring these down and bring these around like this on this hinge. And these little tabs right here will just kind of go underneath like that. And also fold it. There we go. Yeah, so again, see this hinge, bring that down, and then bring this around on that hinge. And again, this tab will go underneath this panel like that. And then bring these together, and these will tab together like so, like that. And then finish bringing all this stuff up, and again, this hinge will be like this. This will peg into that. This big peg will peg into there. These should have pegged together. These two bits will peg together, and this tab right here will go up into this slot right here. Hopefully, it's all lined up. And this right here, this little thing will kind of hook over right there. This will hopefully, yeah, it'll go in there, and this will tab in right there. And if it's all right, you can see it's kind of lying nice and flat against the back. And of course, you can bring those back as you wish. And there you go. The backpack's now out of the way. Now we're at the home stretch, just the leg. So down here, you can go ahead and take these panels and fold this up, and then fold this down over. Fold this up, and then fold this down over. Untab the legs from each other. And well, we're pretty much reversing what we did before, which is, of course, untab that, open up this panel. Open up this panel, which, yeah, unfortunately, once you get, and then for me, when you get into alt mode configuration, it tabs in real secure. Yeah. So open up that panel, open this up, fold out the foot right here, right there. Now bring this, now right here, what you want to do is bring this part way out on this double hinge. You want to bring the upper leg part way out right here, so then you can get your fingernail under there, bring that out right there, and then slide it back on that double hinge and tab it back in like this. And the same thing on this one. Hopefully you can get a good angle on that. Yeah, bring this out. Yeah, bring this out and bring it back on that double hinge and tab it back in right there. Then take this panel right here and fold that out right there, so it's sitting like this, and then bring it up the rest of the way like this, like that. And you can take this piece right here and just fold this up. Before you do that, you go ahead and rotate this around like this, so it's a little more out of the way, like this, and then you fold this up like this into the leg. You can go ahead and close the leg up right here, and make sure also that this little, there's a big long tab right here on this panel. Make sure this goes into this slot, or else it's not gonna play nice, to say the least. And you give it all a good squeeze, make sure it's all nice in place, and then close that up. Then down here at the foot, what you want to do is bring this around like this, rotate it around, tab it in, fold in the heel thingy, and there's a little notch here which will let you bring the toe out, hopefully. Of course, now it's being super stubborn. Yeah, this little notch right here is supposed to let you bring out the toe, and all I'm doing is scratching the paint. Oh, there it goes now. Yeah, bring that toe out, and then you can fold that around like that. And then here at the thigh, you slide it back inward like this, rotate it there at that pivot, and then slide it forward and tab it in there, and there you go. That's that leg done. Same thing on this side now. Reverse, or not reverse. Mirror the whole process, and then of course, yeah. So untab that. Bring this out. Yep, we're gonna be stubborn. There we go. Oh, bring that out right there. Unfold the foot and rotate that around like that, just to get things ready. Bring this partially out like so. Take this panel, bring it out, bring it back, tab it back in, and let's see, bring it out, bring it out, bring it back, and tab it back in. And then of course bring this panel out like so, bring that panel out, and then bring it up on this double hinge. Just bring it up so it's like this. You can go ahead and take this bit and fold it up and collapse it into the leg so. And then this will go ahead and bring this back, and again use it, make sure this big tab goes in this big slot. And then give it all a good squeeze, make sure it's lined up, then tab that in right there. Then here at the foot, again, bring this around, bring it around, rotate it 180, then go the rest of the way and tab that in. Fold the heel piece in like that. Bring the toe out like that. Bring this back around, and then here, again, slide this thigh piece back inward. So slide it inward, rotate it around, and then slide it forward and tab it in like that. And then finally, spread out the legs so you can get in here and open up this panel, open that up, and then move these pieces back up like that and back up like that. Bring this down, peg it back in, tab that back in, and then stand them up and do as you please with your robot mode, because you are pretty much done. So there you go. That is Inquisitor's complete transformation. The hardest part really is dealing with the hanging armatures off from the head and the backpack. The shins are a little difficult to deal with initially just because they're very tight, as I've noticed. As I've transformed it multiple times, and of course this toe folded back in. I've transformed it multiple times. Things have loosened up a little bit, so that's a little easier. Watch your clearances, and there you go. Really, he's yeah, so that's a big thing, is just getting that, and I guess also the last few steps of getting him in the alt mode, where you're just trying to get multiple things tabbed in at the same time, is a little difficult. But overall, he's not too bad. I would say he's not as bad as I was led to believe, but he's still kind of annoying, mostly just because of stupid hanging armatures. And that's the biggest frustration. So hopefully this was helpful, and there you go. I hope to see you in the review, and I hope you enjoy your figure.